What's up, y'all? This is Mike Manzer with another Manzer Faust Productions video. And yeah, as you would imagine from what you've been seeing from me pretty much all of this year, but kind of a package from Vinegar Syndrome. This one came pretty quickly, man. It's only the 16th. That's here. That's insane. But hey, finished up the last package. So might as well start it up again. Excellent. Alright, you know how we do things here. We're gonna start with the partner labels. Starting with AGFA, we got Amanda and the Alien. Sort of comes off as kind of a Tammy and the T-Rex, which was put out by Vinegar Syndrome proper a bunch of years ago. Looks pretty fun. It's got Nicole Eggert from Baywatch. Yeah, I don't know. Wasn't expecting too much out of it, but it looks like fun. You know, goofy 90s teen comedy, sci-fi kind of nonsense. Yeah, I love Tammy and the T-Rex, how stupid that movie is, so hopefully there's vibes from this that are, you know, similar. So, yeah. And then the Alien. I really like what AGFA's been doing the last few months. That was actually from last month, and this month they reissued something they had on DVD for a long time. The films of Rene Martinez, and central to it is Wild Man Steve in Supersoul, brother. I love this cover image, just fucking ridiculous. I talked last time about why I like these kind of versions of the slip, where you have these kind of newspaper write-ups and advertisements on the back. And you also have Supersoul, brother. You have The Guy from Harlem and Road of Death. And these are from 73 to 78. Yeah, I think I've seen The Guy from Harlem. I believe Riff Tracks did it a bunch of years ago. I remember it kind of, but definitely it'd be fun to dig into some of these. I never got the DVD, so this is a good thing to have instead. Oh, yeah. Supersoul, brother. Alright. I got a couple of film movement classics. This is Scarlet Diva. Kind of a weird slipcover. I'm not too big on it, but I guess it does its job. And yeah, so this is directed by AGFA. Given my Argento bender last month with all the Severin titles, I wanted to pick this up. Looks pretty good. I believe it's it's from 2000. You got some archival documentaries. You got an archival commentary and a recent commentary from 2018. So not really that recent. Still pretty archival. But, you know, I'm interested in digging into this. I know Asia Argento with some of her films can be a little controversial. Her roles in her father's movies have been kind of creepy, but I don't know. Interested in digging into it. I'm guessing not too much in common with Dario's work, but we shall find out. Up next, Lansanti. This is, I believe, the final film from Luciano Visconti. I've been trying to dig into more Visconti lately. You know, a lot of the Italian cinema I like is, you know, horror and stuff like that. Lucio Fulci, Argento, Mario Bava, people like that. You know, I'm a longtime fan of Fellini, and Andolini, but Antonioni, not Andolini, Antonioni. But yeah, I'm not as familiar with Visconti, so I'm interested in digging into this, like the cover image. Yeah, so this looks pretty good, from 1976. Like I said, I believe it's his final film, so looking forward to that. Next, from IFC, and I bought Film Desk put out Trouble Every Day, but this is another Claire Denis film, Bastards, and I've heard this one's really vicious. It's advertised as sort of Claire Denis' like most like brutal and like kind of pessimistic, mean-spirited maybe kind of film. You got yeah. So I'm interested in digging into this. I like what I've seen. Trouble Every Day I thought was really good. I've seen a couple of the other films she has done, but I do not remember what they are. But yeah, interested in digging into this. I like a lot of like that French extreme kind of stuff. I don't believe this is part of that. But you know, you got sex scandals, French politics. Yeah, should be really cool. From 2013. So hell yeah. And you know, it's from IFC Films. This is the only disc I've bought from them since they become a partner label. But I'm interested because I grew up with IFC. It was really, really cool. So yeah, interesting. So this one came out a while ago. I did not get a slipcover. Not that I care, but the slipcover was really kind of weak for this as well. So I didn't, you know, it didn't disappoint me at all. But you got Beijing Watermelon from Obayashi. I'm not gonna try to pronounce his first name. Who was famous for directing one of my favorite films, Hausu, from '77. This is from 1989. It's quite a bit later. I believe this is more kind of straightforward. I'm more familiar with his like kind of avant-garde, artsy, kind of oddball kind of stuff, off the wall kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm interested in digging into this. Don't know much about it. It's kind of how I like it. Jump into it kind of blindly, but yeah, interested in digging into a lot of this guy's stuff as well, since I love Hausu so much. Want to dig into the rest of his catalog. This one I'm really excited about, from Sirens Cor. Still unbelievable how much I love this label and all the interesting stuff that they have been putting out. This is a collection of films from underground filmmaker Richard Baylor called Our World is Drowning and Going to Hell. So you got this nice, like, stark black and white slip image. Main cover kind of reminds me of the famous image. I forget what the record was, but there's a Ian Curtis sort of image that looks like that on one of the Joy Division singles, I believe. But yeah, this is in that realm of cinema transgression. Another thing I've been getting into a lot of lately. A lot of it not really available. Had to get like VHS rips out of pretty nefarious means. I'll leave it at that. But yeah, digging a lot of this kind of stuff lately. So looking forward to digging into this from Michigan. So you got 4 films, and I believe you got a couple of just 4 films. Got a booklet inside. Been a minute since they've had the booklet. Well, I mean, Dave the Rock Nelson had a booklet with it too. But yeah, still in love with everything that Sirens Cor has been putting out. Really cool to have not only Sirens Cor, but Bleeding Skull and a few others really putting out amazing SOV films. I'm still blown away month after month that this stuff is getting released, and I'm so happy because I'm not that freak that loves shot-on-video movies anymore. It seems like the people who are really going to get into it are very much into it. So, yeah, take that for what you will. Really psyched for more stuff from them. Hell yeah. Okay, so this one came out quite a while ago, and I saw that it was getting low in stock. But once I found out who was, responsible for this, I had to jump at it, and that is The Runner. And as you can see, advertised as a Boy Harsher film. And if you're not familiar with Boy Harsher, check out Boy Harsher if you're into like real good synthwave, dark dance music, everything like that. They put on one of the greatest shows right now. Man, I've seen them like 4 times, and every single time I'm just blown away by how freaking good this band is, and the reaction they got out of the crowd. Man, it is a dance party for the end of the world. I love this fucking band. So, getting this, I didn't know they made a film, and that's fucking awesome. It's got their music in it, obviously, and looks like some really cool imagery. This is from Yellow Veil. Been trying to buy up more of their stuff. I don't know much about them as a company, but man, they put out some really cool kind of stuff all over the place. It says it's like a 41-minute film, but you also have a collection of Joe Matthews VHS short films, so that's pretty cool. Love getting a shit ton of short films. You got a lot of, you got a few Boy Harsher music videos. You got some interviews. You got a introduction and an essay by Alexander Heller Nicholas, who I always like her stuff. So, yeah, dude. Alexandra. Just in case somebody wants to yell at me. So, last month, I was late to ordering a few things. So, ended up coming this month. So, some of these are already old news, but first up, we got, so I'm going to move on to VSAs now. This is They Call Me Macho Woman, and I've heard some description of this movie. This sounds utterly insane. It's a blast. I like this image, and I like how they haven't done the whole thing with, like, the reversible is pretty much just the cover. They actually have some interesting artwork on this. Yeah, this is another Trauma title. Again, love that Vinegar Syndrome is cranking out these Trauma titles, giving them very good releases. As I have complained, and many others have in the past, Trauma releases are a mess, to put it lightly. Their transfers are never that great. They don't put a lot of effort. They just dump so much like of the same features, no matter what the movie is, over and over again on these discs. But you know, Vinegar Syndrome putting these out, killing it last year. Blood-Sucking Freaks and Killer Condom, Mother's Day. It was insane. We were getting so many cool releases. And VSA, man, still pulling out really good stuff. So this looks nuts. I can't wait to dig into this. This looks like a great time. And yeah, I'm trying to get caught up on the VSAs. I believe I got like 10 I still need to get, which is all like eBay, because a lot of them are out of print. But I'm a nerd. I'm an obsessive collector scum. I admit it. So yeah, this is number 46. So this is this month's. They released 2 of them, and they released 2 cinematographs. Insane month. So this is a Jet Li film. My Father is a Hero. Solid artwork. More Hong Kong. Can't go wrong with that. Kind of pumped to dive into this. I don't really know Jet Li's actual Hong Kong stuff, but this is directed by Corey Yoon, who is... I don't know what else he's done. But, yeah. Solid Jet Li early stuff. Don't really know too much about this one, but looking forward to digging into it. However, the one I'm really excited about from VSA is another Hong Kong. This is from Shawscope, and this, I watched a trailer to this. This looks utterly insane in all the best ways. This is Love on Delivery. And yes, that is Garfield. And if you've seen anything from this, you know how fucking weird this is. It's almost like Kung Fu Revenge, like a day in the life romance kind of thing. And apparently there's some like crazy Kung Fu hitman guy who wears a Garfield mask. You can't really see it too much. You can kind of, but like, if you have not seen the trailer for this thing, go look it up on YouTube, man. This is nuts. This looks totally insane. And Shawscope, man. We've been getting Shaw Brothers stuff like crazy, but we haven't seen a lot of this kind of Shawscope stuff. We've seen the gigantic boxes of the, what everybody knows Shaw Brothers for, which is the martial arts films, but holy shit, this is gonna be a ride. I am really psyched to dive into that. I have no idea what to expect, but it's gonna be fun. The Love on Delivery. Alright, another one from last month. This is the newest VSL, number 11. I got all the VSLs. I've been really digging what they've been doing. I haven't liked every release. Some of them have been kind of underwhelming. But again, it's opening up new worlds. They've been also cranking out a lot of Polish cinema, which I have been actively trying to get more knowledgeable about. And this is no different. This is Interrogation. Pretty basic artwork. This is from 1982. Looks like you have a lot of, you know, people behind helping out with it, including Andrzej Zulowski. I think I'm far from Polish. But yeah, looks pretty solid. What I've been saying, I didn't look too much into this, but yeah, I'm interested. I like diving into stuff kind of unexpectedly, so we'll see how that one turns out. Sex Mission was interesting. I just could not get into it. It might have been the mood I was in when I originally watched it, so maybe if I revisit it again, it will hit me in the right way, but we'll see. VSP, new, I believe this is the latest one? Maybe not. Maybe this is a couple of releases ago. I don't know. But anyway, 8 Eyes. I like what Vinegar Syndrome is doing with its more like kind of production stuff. This almost looks kind of giallo. Yeah, I like that kind of old school looking art. And yes, this is from 2023. So, not bad. Directorial debut from Austin Jennings, who works on The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs. That's interesting. Yeah, you got late period Euro horror aesthetics, shot on 16 millimeter. Yeah, looks pretty good. The effects are done by the guy who did the effects on a Serbian film, so that's cool. Not one of my favorite films, but definitely a great looking, like the effects on that movie are insane. So, yeah, this should be interesting. Very cool. And love the attention they're giving to young filmmakers, you know, not young, but newer filmmakers, giving them the opportunity to actually get good releases instead of, you know, them rediscovering this stuff like 20 years later. Very cool. Alright, so we got the 2 Cinématographe titles. This is Joyride. This is the 4K. Nope, this is the regular high definition. This is from 1977. Got Melanie Griffith and Robert Carradine. Directed by Joseph Rubin, who also did The Stepfather, so that's cool. Much later, obviously. Yeah, looks like a really crazy kind of violent, like, road film. Late 70s, like, exploitation road film kind of thing. Suspenseful, I guess. You got, yeah. It looks pretty freaking cool. You got a Carradine involved, that's always cool. So, yeah. And damn, this one's kind of a chunky box this time. So this is pretty cool. Another Carradine. We got a lot of Carradine. This is Keith Carradine. I don't know who in the family that is. And you also got Shelley Duvall, rest in peace, very recently. And yeah, I'm psyched to dig into this. This is also directed by Robert Altman. Thieves Like Us. And yeah, this is quite the packaging. This is on 4K UHD. Very cool. Very fucking cool. I love what they're doing with these editions. I have not... Okay, so the one I didn't watch from last month was Last Embrace. But I will soon enough. It's in the next couple of days. But yeah, really cool releases so far. Okay. So, and on to the main stuff. A little bit shaky. That's concerning. Okay, so first up we have... Is this Trauma as well? I don't think so. But this is definitely one of those, like, killer kids, evil kids This was a drive-in horror mainstay. Double Times 5. And I believe I saw this years ago, but I do not remember it. So, good to have the opportunity to dig into it once again. This is on 4K. So, yeah, very cool. And another big, like, marquee title, you know, like this is another one I feel like people are going to be excited about. So, yeah, Double Times 5. I remember it being pretty solid. I just watched it a long ass time ago. So, be kind of a rediscovery there. Up next, we got Hell's Trap. That is crazy. Some crazy imagery in this. Kind of got a bit of a Freddy Krueger kind of vibe. This is a 1989 Mexican film from the director of Vacation to Terror 2. I like those films a lot. That set they put out last year was a lot of fun. Yeah. You got a couple of interviews with producers. Not too much on the disc, but very cool. This is a sort of slasher. I guess sort of bit hyperactive. I don't really know. I watched the trailer for this when they first dropped it. It looks really nuts. A lot of these Mexican films are pretty crazy. Infernal Rapist and Vacation of Terror 1 and 2 were really a lot of fun releases, just off the wall, very zany, very but kind of mean-spirited. It's not really much like the Hong Kong stuff where, aside from Intrepidus Punks from a few months ago, which I had a real good time with, these seem a lot more kind of mean-spirited, kind of bleak. But still fun for what they are. Still a lot of great kills, a lot of over-the-top characters. The cinematography looks real nice on a lot of them. So, yeah, pretty cool. And this one is probably, out of the whole month, the one I'm most excited about. Because you got old Vincent Price in it. And when I say old Vincent Price, he's old in this. I believe this is... So this is 84, so he's not quite knocking at death, but yeah, he's not too far off. So this is Bloodbath at the House of Death. Like I said, from 1984. This is another, I guess this was another big drive-in kind of thing. Kind of forgotten. I don't believe it's very well known in this country. More kind of a British kind of well-known film. Yeah, like I said, you got Vincent Price, Kenny Everett, and the scientists going to a secluded mansion. Yeah, looks pretty good. Also watched the trailer for this. Looks like a lot of fun. Looks like prime mid-80s Vincent Price. So can't go wrong with that. So yeah, kind of a smaller month compared to last month, but you know, still excited every month for stuff coming out. And sure enough, next month they got 19 partner label titles. So man, might be a big box again next month. We shall see. Yeah, down there in the comments, let me know. Who's us? Let me know what you picked up this month, what you're looking forward to, what you're kind of disappointed in, and all that kind of good stuff. Let's have a conversation about it. Let's have a good time. Like and subscribe if you have not yet. If you want to find me on social media, I am the Hordes of Manzerfaust on Instagram. And that'll about do it. So yeah, this is Mike Manzer with another Manzer Faust Productions video, and stay fucking metal.